What up? What up? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good. So this is an exciting day. We have been I don't want to say journaling, but just showing our journey with Trade the Pool, right? Talking about the
That's right.
platform and I mean, props to you. You found it. So I appreciate that. But this has been cool. Like learning about the platform, the process, the program. We're still learning it and trying to adjust our style a little bit to that program, but it's been a good ride and I'm enjoying it. But
Same
today,
here.
today is pretty awesome. We have the opportunity to do something very special, in my opinion, to interview the actual CEO of Trade the Pool. Right?
That's
Like,
right.
dude, I'm excited.
Me too,
So
man.
anyway, let's do this intro thing. Bring them on. Get at it.
That's right.
Okay, so let's just do that music, have a little background. And then I guess without further ado, as they say, so we're gonna bring in Mr. Michael Katz,
How's it going, everybody?
CEO of Trade the Pool. How you doing?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Oh man, we are good on for us it's a glorious morning. I know for you you're winding down end of day.
Yeah,
Power of the internet and collaborating in different time zones is pretty amazing.
It
true.
really is.
Yeah,
So man, thank you first of all for jumping on here with us because I know you're a busy man and the time zone differences and all that. I know that probably makes it tough for you, but we sincerely appreciate you coming on here so we can talk to you a little bit
yeah.
and just can't thank
Thank,
you enough for that.
yeah. Thanks. Happy to be here. It's great.
It's awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
So kind of just wanted to start this off, if you don't mind, just giving us a little bit of background, just a quick synopsis, if you will, about your own background and kind of what led you into Trade the Pool.
Yeah, so it's been a while, obviously. I've been day trading stocks for 16 years and roughly 8 or 9 years doing futures as well, simultaneously. I started like any other trader, just learned a lot from the internet, read a lot of books, saw some YouTube channel videos, and just dived in. Took a demo first, opened account with 10K, started to trade. Basically the usual stuff. I came from a background of playing computer games like 3D shooters, like Counter Strike and stuff like that. So I was already on the keyboard, very fast on the keyboard, and always in front of the screens. So it was kind of natural to me to just shift it to the market, right? Um, um, After a few years, fast and forward, going few years, I started to trade bigger capital. I became the head of the traders in one of the prop firms in Tel Aviv. And then after a few years there, I started basically trade a pool up until today. Yeah, so that's kind of
Awesome.
60 years. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a long time to be in the game. That's pretty cool to
It
hear,
really
and
is.
I resonate very deeply with the gaming in the keyboard and mouse. Same. Was on the keyboard and mouse playing games 15, 20 years ago. So that's pretty
exactly.
cool to hear
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's an impressive process, man.
for sure.
I can appreciate it.
I mean, there were a lot of ups and downs, obviously, in the middle. A lot of times that I said to myself, okay, that's it, I'm done. Or times that I was super happy about what I'm doing. But eventually, you guys obviously training and the audience that listen as well. So it takes time, it takes a lot of motivation, keep adding, keep doing what you like to do, what you love to do. Success doesn't come just in one day, like any big
Right.
players. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, sellers, what you got?
So we're still learning the ins and outs of the program for ourselves. Could you give everyone a quick overview of what Trade the Pool is and how it works?
Yeah, so basically the idea came to me after I was again the head of the traders in one of the like a local shop prop firm in Tel Aviv. When in order to apply to that prop shop, you needed to have at least 4 years of track record, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
4 years of profitable track record, similar to what we have all around the world. And once I done with the company, I finished working there. Then I started to realize that there are so many retail traders that can actually make money, but they're not doing so because they trading on low capital, or since they trade in their own capital, they still afraid of losing that money. And those kind of elements that you usually have when you have a retail account with your broker, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah, we started to work on that on Trader Pool, and now we basically fund stock traders, retail stock traders. You go through a process of evaluation. You can choose between 4 different tiers, depends on the size or the buying power you want to take. And basically, once you pass the evaluation, we give you real funds and you trade on our capital, and we split the profit. And it's
Okay.
amazing to see, it's amazing to see because there are guys that trading for 5, 8 years on their own capital, and now they're making great money on our capital. And there are guys that started to trade like a year ago or 2 years ago, COVID traders, as one of the guys told me.
Yeah.
And they've been trading for 2 or 3 years, and they're actually making money, 5K a month, 10K a month. That's incredible numbers to make as someone that just started his journey, or her.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, that's what we say. That's what we're all about. We say that to
Yeah.
people. What job? What job would you have to make that kind of money?
True.
Yeah, that's I like how you say that, because we talk about that so often, like how much 5 to 10K in a month is really, it's just invaluable for real world people. Like it can be life-changing money. So for you guys to offer that opportunity is amazing. So Trade the Pool is in the business of trying to help traders. So one thing we noticed and that we wanted to ask you about is we feel like you guys have numerous resources, right, for new traders, seasoned traders, and that's something we've not seen in other props or funded programs. So you guys, I mean, first of all, the dashboard, while simple, I think is super awesome and super cool. It just shows your profit target, your draw, it just shows you a quick snapshot of how you're doing. So that's phenomenal. You have the YouTube channel, you even have a Discord. So one thing I wanted to ask, I think that is a differentiator for you guys, but do you have future plans to kind of grow that resource channel for new traders? Because I think that is an awesome thing that you have.
Yeah, so this is actually something that we're currently working on, is focusing on new traders, try to give them more education, try to build their mentality around trading and around trading with a prop firms, right? Because when you're trading on your own account, like with your broker account, you don't have those risk parameters that we set in the evaluation and in the funded account, right? So, maximum drawdown and daily loss, those kind of stuff you don't have on your broker account. And in most cases, even if you told yourself that, okay, my daily loss is X, in most cases you won't you won't be done for the day. You will reach that daily loss and you will say, just give me one more shot. You would say to yourself, give me one more shot and I'll be done. And this is how you easily blow your account. But once you enter a prop, then you have literally risk parameters built within the system, and you cannot, no matter what you do, you cannot cross them. So that's a huge benefit, and for new traders to learn that way, I believe it's the best way possible. So we will definitely, we are working right now on creating more content to new traders to teach them and give them the right way, in my opinion, at least.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for that.
And yeah, that's something I really appreciate as a trader is the built-in risk parameters that you have with Trade the Pool. I love the idea of putting risk management as a mandatory part of your trading. We're always talking about that. I think it's too often overlooked, and it can be extremely expensive. An expensive lesson for new traders, as well as seasoned traders.
I do. Yeah.
And so I guess you kind of explained, what led you to implementing that. But I've been a part of some other funded programs. Like I've traded futures and stuff too, and that's not a thing with them. I mean, I trade stocks regularly, and I've got a broker max loss set. But like you said, I mean, that's something that you'd have to go do. And I mean, essentially, I really could call and change that if I wanted to. I like how this is, it's set in stone.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah. We thought about doing that if to add those parameters at first. Once we did, some traders told us, "Come on, this is a very hard to trade with," and those kind of stuff. But literally every single funded trader that we had or still have told me that this is by far the most important key that got them into the funded phase. The fact that you have those parameters in the system, and that's it. No matter what, you cannot break them.
Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah,
so
it's
important.
refreshing. It's nice. I like it. That's sort of like you've said, the reason why a lot of people don't make it, and things like that. I found you guys because I had some people. We have our own little group. I had some people asking me, "Hey, man, do you know of any funded, stock programs?" And I said, "No, I can't think of any." But then when I got to researching, I found you guys. So
Nice.
we appreciate that. And me and Craig here, we were like, "Hey, we're going to try it too." Why not?
Why not? Why not? Right.
True.
So we've talked a lot about how you guys help traders and support traders. So I kind of want to switch gears just a little bit. Like we all know, you specifically, you've been trading longer than both of us or than all of us. But trading obviously super tough, right? We all know that. But I know I've seen some other videos where you talk about you have some insight, onto your traders' trades, and you can kind of see what's going on for them and trying to help them and support them. So do you have some insight on what you feel might be the biggest struggles are for traders and Trade the Pool, and how would they overcome those?
Right. So I guess the biggest one would be definitely not using, maybe two elements, right? The first one will be not using the buying power correctly. So guys will take the ultimate buying power. That's the biggest tier that we offer with $260,000 buying power, and that's a nice chunk of buying power.
Oh yeah.
And they will use it the wrong way, right? They will try to win it all of like a one lucky trade. Yeah. And this is something that I see, unfortunately, pretty often. When you go big, you just try to push more and more. And this is not about, and trading is not about really that, but actually building consistency and see, even if you take like a $20,000 buying power, if you see success in making $20 a month, but for 6 months, then you can always increase the buying power. You can increase the risk that you're taking. So first, not using correctly the buying power, not to their advantage. And the second thing is guys that going all in one trade. So you have like, let's say the super buying power when you can risk $700 on a daily. They try to do that in one take, just risking it all on just one trade in few clicks, basically, but the same position. And this is also something that, at least in my opinion, is not right. But you need actually to scale into your position and start small and build it, right? So instead of risking $300 on a trade, start with $60, add to your position when it goes to your favor or not, as long as you're within the risk parameters of that $300. So those are the two main on the technical level, obviously, that the guys are missing, or at least in my opinion, doing a bit wrong. Yeah.
Gotcha. No, that's good to know. That's good to hear. We've said quite a few times over that, there's always another trade, and if you risk it all on one trade, it's you won't live to trade again.
That's right.
True.
So that's great advice, and definitely something that we've seen across retail traders with any given broker. So to hear that translate to your prop firm, that makes sense.
Mentally, we always, as traders, for some reason, we're focusing on the specific trade that we're taking right now, the P&L of that trade, but it's actually just a drop in the sea, right?
Right.
So you gotta keep it in proportion.
Yeah, that's a good analogy. I like that. And we appreciate. I've said it before, but we appreciate that more than anything. The risk management. We're pretty big on that, and it's huge part of our trading. And I like how you put it as a huge part of y'all's. A huge part of the program. So another thing that we were really surprised by was the number of partnerships you guys have. Some major companies to assist traders, Trade Ideas, Traders Sync. Is that something that you plan to continue to expand on?
100%, yeah. I mean, when we first started, I thought about obviously a few things. First, how do I build the right program for the guys and really test them and see that they can actually perform? And obviously, I took a lot of the stuff that I had in the previous prop that I worked with. And the second part will be to bring or to give the guys as many tools as I can that will give them the edge and push them, and give them, the right scanners and the analysis and anything that I can give them so they can be better in their trading. And so I reached out to all of those guys, Transpider, Trade Ideas, Bookmap, Trader Sync, everyone basically. And we hooked up pretty nicely, explained the model, explained what we do. They really liked it. And so we connected, and I'm definitely looking for more partners, strong partners that actually offers, real good tools for the traders. Yeah.
Yeah, we were very surprised by just you listed them all, but for example, I don't want to say we couldn't trade without, but it would be a struggle for us to trade without Trade Ideas specifically. I mean, we saw you guys were partnering with them, and we're like, man, you guys are potentially funding traders, or letting them do an eval and giving them access to what we believe is one of the better scanning programs out there. We were like, these guys are really trying to help trade. I mean, that's,
we're paying for those tools for every one of them. We're paying for those tools for users. So the idea is to make better traders. If I can give someone Trade Ideas, for example, and he will perform better than without it, then it's a win-win for both.
Absolutely. And I think that's another huge differentiator that we noticed that you guys offer traders. I mean, Sellers has done more with prop firms and stuff than I have personally, but neither one of us have seen these type of tools offered by any sort of prop firm out there. So that is huge.
Nice.
So, we've been doing our, we do little videos like this, or we posted some stuff on Twitter kind of detailing our thoughts on Trade the Pool and letting people know what we think about it and pros and cons, things of that nature, just trying to be as transparent as we can with our journey with it. And in that, we've had a couple questions that were continually flooded to us via DMs or comments or whatever that we wanted to ask you, that were more so from other people, and things we have questions about as well, but just little things more so. And this is, look, I'll be honest, I have no idea how to build a platform like Trade the Pool. To me, and I've told sellers this and I've told everybody else, if you're only trading with Trade the Pool and you don't have any other charts or whatever, it is a very self-sufficient platform, in my opinion. So
It really is. I was impressed by it.
yeah, very well built out. But we had a couple questions around that specifically. So one is like the execution arrows, right? When you enter and exit a trade, you get those execution arrows. But we've noticed, and other people have noticed too, in using it, that if you are in the platform, you take some trades, the execution arrows pop up for you. But if you leave the platform and come back in, those execution arrows are gone. And one reason, and I want to elaborate on that personally. So I use TraderSync, and I love TraderSync. And I noticed with TraderSync, you guys or TraderSync, you know, in the collaboration, it is super easy to import trades from Trade the Pool into TraderSync, which is awesome. But one thing I've always done, and this is just for me personally, but I always take a picture of my chart with the executions and would upload it into TraderSync. But when the execution arrows disappear, you know, sometimes I lose that picture. So people were just asking about that. So we just wanted to ask you, is there any way maybe to change that, or is that something you guys have ever talked about?
Yeah, definitely. This is something we talked about actually roughly 2 months ago with Trader Evolution, the provider of the platform, and it's just a matter of what it's called, prioritization, right? That's the word.
Yeah.
So it will. I understand that because on my other broker accounts, I can see it kind of clearly. It's very nice to have it like 7 days ago. I can go to the same trade and see exactly my entries and exits. So it will come. Eventually, it will come up. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. That'd be awesome. Like I said, the collaboration where you can already import your trades from Trade the Pool to TraderSync they make it, you know, super easy. It's just a couple clicks, boom, they're in there. And then to have the screenshot with the executions, like, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, I think it. You know, I like the way it is now. It just it would be cool to be able to go back and look at them later. But you know, still solid the way it is. Another thing we've had questions about is so the level 2 in Trade the Pool, it compared to like a traditional level 2, like what me and Craig are used to. We use daytrader with the regular broker we use. It's the level 2 looks about like that.
Yeah.
And so it's the one on Trade the Pool. We've had some questions about it having somewhat limited info at times, and so we were just kind of wondering if that was something that could be changed for personal preference potentially. And we might have just not done enough digging on it, you know. So we were gonna.
No, so yeah, definitely. First, what we're using right now is a feed from New York Stock Exchange and CBOE, and hopefully by the next 2 weeks we will add NASDAQ as well with Total View as well. So you will see it roughly the same as you're looking at right now on the DAS.
Okay.
Oh, you said in the next couple weeks?
Hopefully within 2 weeks.
Oh, I mean, even if you would have said 2 months, either way, it's still phenomenal. Because like we said, the program for us, particularly like the charting, the indicators, the overall feel, executing of orders, the customization, the fact that we can pop windows out and put them on different monitors, like we were pretty surprised by all that. And then if you added in that level 2 stuff, like I don't think I would have a single complaint, like zero. Like I would tell anybody that you could trade solely off of Trade the Pool at that point, 100%. And some guys don't even use level 2, right? Like some guys ignore it entirely. So for them, it wouldn't even be a thing. You know, for our style, sometimes we're a little more inept with the, you know, what's going on with level 2, but you know, to each their own. But yeah, the platform as a whole is I think it's great. So
and we're always looking to improve, you know. We're working literally every single day to improve something within Trade the Pool, you know. It's like a trader. You're always looking to improve yourself for the next day. So the same concept here. We're working on a a few features for the platform, bringing more data like the NASDAQ and the total view, more collabs, every department that we have working consistently to not just keep what it's already running, but actually to add more layers to it. So yeah, doing
That's
that.
great. That's great. I like that.
Yeah, well, you you probably know we're in what I'm in. I think maybe week 2 of Trade the Pool. I know you've been with it maybe a week longer, but we're still relatively new to the program, and we're learning it and learning the charts. And I tell you one thing for me specifically, trading 2 accounts, right? Like trading my main account and then Trade the Pool. I have to get better at that. Trading 2 accounts can be tricky, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get better with it. We're gonna keep using it because so far so good, and I mean we've appreciated it like 100%. I mean
Oh
the
yeah.
program has been awesome, and we just say if we can get the extra capital, from a funded program and just basically mirror the trades we're already making that we're having success with, then why not? Like
100%, yeah.
so whether you're a new trader or seasoned trader, it just makes sense in our opinion both ways. New trader, hey, this is a great program for you to get your feet into it. If you're a seasoned trader, it's extra buying power. Like it's a win-win in our opinion.
Yeah, it really is. And I was going to ask too. So like we're primarily short sellers, small cap short sellers. We do a lot of that, and we appreciate y'all kind of somewhat catering to that. I've never seen something where
Yes.
you could trade some of these hard to borrow stocks so easily. In a program like this, is that something y'all have always done?
Yeah, I mean, first, roughly 70% of our funded traders are short sellers, penny stocks, right? Small caps, penny stocks. So this is obviously something that a lot of the traders love, just because we don't have that extra fee for hard to borrow, and also you can literally short anything, and you don't have that basically hard to borrow. So this is something that we focused on right from the get-go, because we knew there are so many traders, good traders, that can perform well once they will have the right, obviously, parameters and the capital, but also the stage to actually execute on those stocks, right? Because in most cases, on a normal broker, you won't get the chance to short like $1 stock or $2 stock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know there's some brokers where you can't.
Yeah, you can't at all.
Yeah.
We were when sellers told me about Trade the Pool, and told me that you could short some of the hard to borrow stocks that we short. I was immediately interested, and two, blown away. I was like, I would have never thought that that would have been something we could have access to so easily. So yes, that is truly phenomenal. So we appreciate everything that Trade the Pool offers. Can't thank you enough for giving us the opportunity to talk with you. We know you're winding down your day. We're starting up our day. We plan to utilize Trade the Pool here in about an hour. Hopefully have some success. But seriously, man, we really sincerely appreciate your time, taking time with us today, and hopefully we'll talk again, in the future, because this has been awesome. And we'll continue to be transparent about our journey and talk about Trade the Pool, and I'm sure we'll get some more questions, and we'll have more questions as time goes on. But thus far, man, first impression with Trade the Pool has been nothing but positive in our opinion.
So happy to hear that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it's great. We see the impact for a lot of the traders, and it's absolutely great. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's been awesome. So we don't want to hold you up into the day. We got some morning prep to do ourselves, but if you wouldn't mind just hanging out in the back for like a couple minutes, we'll
Sure.
outro this thing, wind it down, and we'll talk to you in just a minute.
Sounds good.
All
Bye,
right,
guys.
brother. Dude, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, it was great.
So Trade the Pool, y'all definitely check out Trade the Pool. Great tool for new traders specifically, because we've talked a lot before about paper trading maybe, and how that lacks emotion there's no emotional attachment sometimes to paper trading, in my opinion. So to have access to a potentially funded account, even though you're going through an eval phase and it's not real money, there is an emotional attachment to it because if you pass that eval, you get funded and you can potentially get real money. I think that changes everything from an emotional standpoint.
Oh, 100%. It absolutely does.
Man, definitely check out Trade the Pool. We will put a link to Trade the Pool in the description of this video. If you have questions, as always, DM us, ask us, comment. Obviously, check their website out. You can ask them any questions. Obviously, they're willing to answer any question you would have. But appreciate y'all listening. We're going to do this again. We'll follow up more with Trade the Pool because this has been something that I think could be awesome.
Yep, I agree.
So we got an hour before open. We're going to do some prep, trade with Trade the Pool and our regular broker. And until next time, peace.